What up, what up, what up? We out here this morning. Figured I start going back live as I set my counter. We outside though. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I want to have this conversation this morning about why you gotta separate yourself when you got dreams and goals and ambitions. And I ain't been back in a minute, but we've been back in the field. Had to set up my account because y'all know I've been doing this. Like my convos, they was organic, and everything I did the last couple of years was organic. So by the time my bro Freddie hit me and like, bro, set your page up to see if you qualified. I already met all the requirements for this joint. But I just want to tap with everybody this morning because I know these conversations be important. All of us entrepreneurs, independent thinkers, and all of us that dare to be great in different ways in a society norm. I go live and I always have these conversations for y'all. But let me explain. The reason why you have to separate yourself from the group. One thing is important, especially when we're dealing with in any state, any city, is the low self-esteem that come with this shit. But you gotta separate. You could be super ambitious and be about your shit. I got Mufasa with me. And be about your shit. And still, you know what I'm saying, run into all these roadblocks. And the reason is because the people that surround you, you might assume that they happy for you, but you start to learn at an early age that motherfuckers ain't happy for you at all. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention to the little shit. You gotta pay attention when people around you and niggas chilling, how often are they genuine, are they real with you? Can people take constructive criticism? You know what I mean? It's like the journey of this shit gonna be so fucked up for a lot of artists and people because they got us being individuals out here. And us being individuals is what's hurting. Now, it's fucked up to say, with the mentality of the South and the North, because I know motherfuckers from the North got the same issues. You gotta separate yourself. I don't care if it's about music, I don't care if it's about your businesses. You gotta separate. Motherfuckers don't understand, people don't want to see you doing better than them. That's the number one thing. And a lot of us with good hearts, we tend to be like, we want to help everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got the dogs years ago, man, it ain't a homeboy around me that I ain't trying to put a dog in their fucking hand. But I could tell you, I could probably count on one finger how many niggas actually tried to do back for me in the same manner. Right? So you can't blame them. I blame myself. But that's the difference. You gotta understand, people like me, my original mindset, like we want to see everybody win. We want to see everybody gain and stop eating that chicken bone. We want to see everybody win. We want to see everybody gain and we want to see everybody successful. But then you got to realize, like the last couple of years, I'm sitting around the rooms with a bunch of niggas who constantly looking up and down like, nigga, I'm better than you. And if it's a female, your homegirl, they looking at you like, she ain't even all that cute. I'm better than you. See, that's the mindset that make us failures in our culture. You know what I'm saying? That shit make us complete failures in everything we do. So it was real important for me to express this. Like, you got to separate. A lot of people for years, y'all remember years ago, we was on live and I was getting some arguments with people. And they were saying like, oh, bro, you sit in the house. Or they were trying to make it funny or they were saying all this stuff about me. It was because I'm older than a lot of these niggas and I'm more experienced. So until they put some work in the field and get out here and do all the shows and do all that shit around this place to realize that most of this shit is an illusion, ain't nobody really can tell you and help you do shit. None of the people that's promising you shit, then that's when people get it. You know what I mean? So it's important though because the first thing I want to talk about is why do people struggle to separate from people that they know? Because it's normal. Because it's our comfort zones. But in our youth, like I tell niggas all the time, like, Jerry, you change, you right. Because when we was younger, nigga, it was certain shit that used to go on that I ain't like. But when we younger, we more impressionable. So when you younger, you know you don't like. If it's 20 things that y'all do when y'all chilling, you don't like 5 or 6 of them. You young, you impressionable. You ain't gonna say much, you feel me? But when you get older, you becoming your man or woman, some shit as you get older, you just not gonna have it. So they like, bro, what's happening? We've been doing this. Yeah, nigga, but I never liked it. So I'm just gonna fall back. I ain't here to tell y'all what y'all can do or what y'all gonna do, but I'm gonna fall back. Separation is required because I had to learn through time. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how professional, how nice, how much you try to share your shit. People don't care. The number one thing that you gonna find, one of your people's been with you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? They got this entitlement shit, this street shit, music shit. Niggas feel entitled. They feel like, oh, they ain't gotta do no work with you. But when you shine and then when it's time to shine, they want to stand with you. That's why you got to create separation. People ask me why I've been so quiet. Is because I realized that 85% of the people that I considered like close to me in the music, most of all of them, they really, to be real with y'all, a lot of them was worse than them the niggas I was arguing online with. Cause deep down inside, if when y'all get mad at each other, niggas make comments to you that they know is fucked up, then they been feeling like that. And you gotta let them have that shit. So that's why for me as a human being, my mindset now is like, fuck them. Everybody, you can sit from the sideline and let them watch what you dream. Cause see, one thing you're gonna learn about dreams is that you gotta treat these dreams like a mother that got a baby that got no father that don't want to help. You gotta treat your dreams like a single mother who gotta raise kids by herself. You know what I'm saying? So that shit's super, super important to understand that. And as you carrying this dream, like through the years, man, I done seen 10, 15 motherfuckers. They'll be around for a second, then they leave, disappear for years, they pop back up. You start noticing niggas pop back up when they see you doing better or they trying to figure out what's going on with you, but you gotta let them motherfuckers stay where they at. You know what I'm saying? All of them. If remember, this is what I learned from Lala, my alpha female. This is what she taught me. If motherfuckers ain't consistent with you every day, don't fuck with them. People that know me, you come to my house, I don't care how many times you come to my house, Lala don't fuck with you. Cause you ain't consistent with her every day and she on your ass when you walk in my apartment. So what I learned from nature was, if it's music, if it's friendship, if it's business, if they ain't consistent with me every day, fuck them. Right? That ain't personal, but fuck them. You can't run no business with niggas who ain't around every day. You can't get to no goal or no bag when niggas who ain't around every day. And then another thing, if you a dreamer, a real dreamer, you gotta cut niggas off who got jobs. This some real shit because you got your friends that got jobs that got that bad mindset. You just got to cut them off and leave them alone. They don't understand nothing more than a plantation. And they ain't never going to be nothing more than a slave. I don't care what color they is. Niggas is slaves. People are slaves. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad to say, but it's true. If you a dreamer and you got a lot going on, you got to cut off all of them people with jobs who negative. Because it's some people I know that got jobs, and this is a small percent, they understand. They like, yo, go for it, bro. Cause you ain't supposed to be out here. We ain't trying to do this forever. Everybody got talents and gifts. But we accepted this bullshit that we be going through in America and we made it seem like it was fun. But you got to cut niggas off with jobs because niggas start playing stupid with me like, oh, bro, don't understand. Nigga, half the time I'm older than y'all niggas and I done work jobs longer than y'all niggas. But because when a black man start working for himself just like a white man, and niggas always got shit to say, but you got to remember Steve Jobs and these niggas did it too. Do your homework. Do your homework and do your research on these billionaires, right? Because, and that's another thing. If even with me, like we used to call that shit the Bianca curse. Niggas will come around me and then niggas get in their feelings and get jealous because they ain't never been in love and niggas ain't never had no real relationship where nobody believed in them and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. You got to cut niggas off. People get mad about it. If they working jobs and they feel like they better than you because they get up and go to work every day and they feel like you lazy and they feel all this shit. See, that's a self-esteem issue. And that's why you got to cut them off. Not just because they got a job, but because motherfuckers walk around, they think they better than you. This is what I be trying to get people to see. This is all my journey I'm putting on the table for y'all. Niggas ain't happy. Just being real with y'all. I done brought niggas in my studio. I done gave away thousands of hours for free. I done mixed niggas' records, made them sound better than they ever sounded in their life. I done motherfucking put money in niggas' pockets. I done looked out for niggas. I done put $1,000 dogs in people's hands. I done did all of this shit. And 97% of them niggas ain't shit. That's just straight like that. And that's why I be dolo at the end of the day. And I tell people, I've been in Raleigh. I came back to Raleigh the last couple years to try to help. But if you know me, you know in the next like week or two, I'm out. Because this city is fucked up. And we gonna continue to run circles off this popularity shit. And it's crazy that I go viral. I always went viral when I got up in the morning and I pop shit to niggas. But it shouldn't take, which I liked it. It shouldn't take me getting up challenging everybody for niggas to get hyped. You know what I'm saying? Or for people to want to rap. The rest of the year, everybody trying to be popular and follow these little kid ass rap niggas. And the rest of the year, when I get up here and I start talking about real rap, now all these niggas out here and all over want to act like they rappers again. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say you got to know the lane. And I'm not knocking people with jobs. But we know deep down inside that a lot of people with jobs got shit to say about entrepreneurs and independent niggas because they don't understand the hard work it takes. And I used to argue with niggas like, nigga, it's easy for you to get up and go work for the white man. He gonna give you your paycheck every fucking day, but it's harder to take chances on yourself. And it's funny that when people get mad, that's the angle they always attack from. And that's why I always tell people that's close to me, like, look, even if niggas was telling the truth about, let's say it was true and they won't lie. If I didn't have nothing and I was helping all these people who got mad at me, what'd that say about me? Right? So that's why I say, if you ambitious, be ambitious. You know what I mean? Like I tell my homie, I remember like, y'all see it now what we doing, but let's go back 6-7 years. Nigga, I'm at my video shoots by myself. Me and Rick or me and Merch and a few niggas pop up. You feel me? Even niggas who was close to me, stayed with me, did all types of shit. When I ain't the perfect person in the world. When I get into it with people, I have my moments. I go live and talk about the principle of his business or about try to help the youth. But if I fall out with a nigga, I ain't never gonna go live with anybody and go live and talk about your baby mama and your kids and shit like that. I don't do that unless because niggas die behind shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's the thing about it. So really niggas ain't really proud of you. Motherfuckers been around and the game is so sour. Hold on. I got my dog with me. The game's so sour today that niggas so thirsty for this fame and they so thirsty to get a look, they'll cut your throat and not listen to shit you said. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna tell you all of the negative. Remember, you could break your neck for people, give them a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? Put money in their pocket. You can do everything in the world, and those are the same people that's gonna fuck you over. Because when they get on their feet, they gonna act like they been good the whole time, like they want in your presence and shit. That's just real. So that's why I say if you were independent, like I got my dogs, I realized like in the last 8 years, yo, then every nigga around me, I try to put a dog in their hand with papers, like try to help them get into business. But when I look back, how many of them niggas even tried to do something? But half the time when shit went left, niggas had attitudes and niggas got fly in their mouth. But niggas didn't understand why I was really chopping niggas' heads off vocally and really getting at niggas, like really checking niggas. Like, who the fuck are you to talk to me like that? I let niggas come up in my establishment. I looked out, I helped, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna sit here and get big headed because you feel like that's how niggas be. So that's why I be telling y'all like on some real shit. My conversation this morning said, I see why black women don't fuck with y'all niggas. See, I'm a black man and I have a hard time dealing with black men because they not loyal. They don't stick to business. They not accountable. They not responsible. They think they know it all. You can't talk to them. You can't chop it up with them. You can't motherfucking compromise with them. They selfish. They greedy. They fuck niggas. They think about hustling. They put their homeboys over the wrong shit. They do all of this shit. I'm a man and I can't fuck with y'all niggas. Excuse my language. I'm a man and I can't fuck with other men like that. So I really understand what women be going through. Not even black, just women. You know what I'm saying? You can't be genuine with niggas because I can only imagine a woman fuck with a man. She love him. She help him. He ain't got much. She bring him in, help him get right, buy his clothes for him so he can go to work, buy his sneakers. He ain't got shit. Boxes was dirty. She still love the nigga. She took him in. She ain't fucked up. Her money good. Her apartment good and shit. And what this nigga do to thank her in return? He got mad at her, dogged out, did all this fuck shit to her. You know what I'm saying? Just cause he ain't got no self-esteem and confidence like she ain't do nothing for him. So that's why I used to get in arguments with a lot of my homeboys think I'm mean, but I used to tell them like, nigga, that's why your baby mama don't fuck with you, bro. And I'm not speaking to nobody in particular. I'm saying I've had this conversation with wild niggas. So if anybody who see this live that know me that get in your feelings about what I'm saying, I don't even care. But I ain't really talking to y'all. I'm speaking in general. But I know this shit be happening for facts. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be men. Everybody be men. If I could tell y'all how many emotional ass niggas I know who get in their feelings but can't even sit down and have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want a million things, but niggas don't listen. Let me tell you why this place gonna fail. Let me tell you why black people gonna fail. Everybody a boss in their mind, just like every artist is $1 million artist in their mind. But you gotta understand, in your mind, as whatever you do, there's where you're going to be in time and what you are right now. There's a lot of niggas with talent, but they ain't got the recipe. They don't understand this shit. And niggas get so out the way with this shit. It makes it not a good situation or not favorable for people to be able to really make it. So if you are entrepreneur or about your dreams, you gotta cut niggas off, friends, family, everybody. Why? Because they're gonna fuck up your psyche. You know how many times you gonna be building pyramids and taking on the people like, yo, what you think? And motherfuckers gonna be like, it's straight. You gonna go back and come back again like, yo, what you think, bro? It's straight. When you gonna watch your niggas who say they your niggas, them niggas ain't standing on no fucking corners with you. You gonna watch people that claim they fuck with you your whole life. Niggas won't even share a video. And if it ain't rap music, I'm talking about your business. You could be selling clothing. And see, this is what I explain to all of the upcoming entrepreneurs. I don't care how old you are. It ain't money. Knowledge is the key to being successful. Niggas come to me all the time. They so ambitious. They don't listen. So they make clothes. They do all this other shit. And I tell them from the beginning, like, listen, man, in business, your first 2-3 years gonna be the hardest. 90% of all businesses fail in their first 3 years because you're gonna lose money. And I tell them, don't get a building because you ain't got a consistent flow yet. So you want to have this, you want to have no overhead, meaning you don't want nothing. You might want to have this shit in your house or wherever in your storage, and then you selling it to people and sending it to them online or pulling up, dropping this shit off. If you got the money and just to try to show off, you jump and get a store. I hope you got at least a year or two worth of income to survive this building because you're not gonna make it yet. But do they listen? Nah. So then they go out there and they do it because they think I know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's just jerks, da da da. And then they realize it later. But this is 100 arguments later. Then they come back 2-3 years later. Hey, jerks, man, I should have listened to you. This clothes, this music, this dogs, everything. I talk to niggas about dogs all the time, but listen, I don't trip over people not listening to me. I just pay attention to how little attention we pay. He said fat niggas gonna tell you what they can't do just because they don't see themselves being able to do that. It's facts. You know how many niggas that said shit to me in the last, like people get mad at me, but I stand on this. Yo, I ain't never walk around this bitch like I'm the greatest shit in the world, but all of us feel like that, especially if we put that work in. You know what I'm saying? I tell anybody that listen to me, whatever you do, don't let people normalize you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never say I'm better than you, but I think highly of myself because I work dumb hard. And if the only thing that's gonna make you respect me or somebody like me is getting to the millions, then you won't fuck with me in the first place because it's a job to get to that money. But the money, the true value is in the creativity and in the art and in the ability to think for yourself, right? And I appreciate you for always sharing my music and always giving me feedback. And that's why I keep doing this. Like the journey. That's why on the song when he was like, "You gonna realize the journey is the key." Like this shit don't mean nothing to me. The only reason why I'm still rapping, you know how many niggas told me that I ain't that? You know how many niggas told me I'm tripping? I ain't rap. Nobody will listen to me. I still go through that today, nigga. I done put up 200,000 streams this year, and niggas still talking shit to me on one website. I'm saying that's just Spotify. And that's not including anything else. Or I be doing all this shit. At least you would think people gonna be like, yo, bro, I'm proud of you. Niggas act like they don't even fucking see you, bro. Joe, I come on your show, just let me know. Anytime, whatever day you want me to come up there, just inbox me and we chop it up. You know I'm down for you, Joe, because when I first started my videos, I ain't never had to beg you. I ain't never had to chase you. I just asked you and you always popped out. So I'm humble to that. And anytime you need me, Joe, I got your back. You know what I'm saying? You down there like family because your auntie, that's my people too. But I really appreciate you like in the early days in the videos and you was always down to help. So I respect you. And anything you need, just inbox me the date and the time and I'm there. But I like having these conversations because it ain't about me. You know what I'm saying? My journey, I want to put it like this. I tell people my journey been public. My whole journey, especially the last 4 or 5 years, been public. Look at Mufasa back here smelling flowers. Come on, bruh. My journey's been public, and at first I didn't understand it. I was a little upset a little bit. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was a little bit kind of eerie years ago because so much was happening in the public eye. So the average man with a folder that got embarrassed, I got crazy. But for me, because of where I come from, my environment, under pressure, I learned that about myself. I'm gonna stand up, like regardless of what's going on. I ain't really the scary type. It ain't about being a gangster, it's just my mindset. Like I know when the lights come on, anything I do, dogs, music, fatherhood, whatever, I do it all the way. So I'm not gonna get nervous because I spend every day doing it. And at the same time, the only thing I really was trying to show, and I hope that what I showed the public was stand on this shit. Give a fuck about what they think about you. It's a million niggas that say what they say about me, but if we was in that same room and them beats come on, them niggas can't do nothing with me because of how hard I work. That's like Nick said, that's God's grace. The ability to be able to do everything I'm doing. And so I get upset sometimes when people talk to me and say negative shit to me after all I've accomplished, even if it ain't what you think is successful. You feel me? So you don't have no right. And I tell the public, you don't have the right to put your ambition and failures on me because you can't do it. And I ain't getting into arguments with niggas this morning or nothing. I'm just saying, don't put that on me. I done did more than niggas ever dreamed, and niggas still talk about me like I'm regular. I put out 10 albums in the last fucking year and a half. I just put up 10 videos with the guys and bars and shine all them. You feel me? We ain't gotta argue about this shit no more. Like one of my homegirls said, yo, I ain't never seen no independent nigga do it the way you doing it. I love Nip to death, but I ain't got Black Sam. And that's my guy. So I had to figure this shit out. And that's what I be trying to get people to see. When we was selling clothes, I had to really take a back burden of that. And every journey gonna come with its obstacles. Cause even that, we selling clothes. People ask me like, bro, why you ain't selling clothes no more? Cause I fell out with bro. I fell out with niggas because people, rather what your skin color is, they greedy. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking to this man, we halfway in this shit, then he like, yo, I want to be the only person to press up your, I don't know if y'all remember when I went viral in Spain and them dudes were dancing to my music. Well, this dude, he had sent me mad pictures. He knew Tupac, like they brought people out from Spain. He been like wealthy dude. So he a DJ. So he had sent me some logos that looked like football logos. They took my logo and kind of made it look like football. That shit was gangster. So I just posted it one day. And the dude doing my clothes, him and his wife got an argument. They like, yo, he gonna hit me like, yo, I feel like I'm the only person that got the right to touch your logo or got the right to print your shit. And I had to really check him like, hold on, bro, before I knew you, before we even did business, my logo was created before I knew you, technically, or before we did business. Me and another, I came up with the idea, me and another man, I paid a guy to put it together. I went to him and then he straightened it up. But that's what I'm telling him, it already existed. See, the issue is that people are capitalists. So you always got to ask yourself, what are people intent? When it come down to like music and shit, people hit me all the time like, bro, I want to put beats on your album. I mean no harm, but I don't be interested. Because see, we got to understand, when we dealing with talent, you want me to put my spirit and my soul on your beats, but I don't even know who the fuck you is, and I don't even know if I'm going to be cool with you later because of big head shit. You know what I'm saying? I be in the studio with niggas. When we in the studio and you doing records with producers, it's you and the producer that made that record, my nigga. Not just you. You know what I'm saying? So if the producer feel like in his mind he did all the work because it's his beat, you gonna rub me wrong and I ain't fucking with you. If you a rap nigga and we do music, but after the song come out, I see you not sharing shit. I'm just giving it real to y'all. I see you not sharing music. I see you not, you know what I'm saying, marketing, promoting it. This go for beat makers too. If I fuck with you and I drop a song and you don't motherfucking promote it and you don't share it every day, I ain't fucking with you. Go chill with them local ass niggas who ain't got stats. See, I remember at the end of the day, niggas don't want to hear my mouth now. Cause I remember there, yo, Jersey. I always had stats on the board. So I always try to be real with people, not about being a dickhead. So I tell a person right now, like, yo, know where you at in this shit. Right in your mind, one day you gonna be that superstar, but right now, on a scale of 1 to 20, you on a 7. You need to know where you at so that you can get better, and also so that you don't walk around like you better than what you really are, or so that you don't get too big-headed. We all gonna go through it as artists. I'm never against an artist feeling himself. I fuck with niggas who think they like that. But at the same time, you gotta also, what you think gotta match up with what you is, right? It gotta match up with what you is. I ain't never been no funny nigga. I pull up on the South, I seen 1212. They playing his music. I'm at the video shoot with 1212. Shout out 1212. Legend. Raleigh legend. They said this nigga was rapping before. He was rapping there before Shook and them and shit. 1212. He got a video out right now. But when I met 1212, I ain't got no ego. I told that nigga, I said, yo, don't change shit. That shit fire, bro. And I told him over and over again, and he like, Jared, I'm like, I'm dead ass, bro. That's who I am. When I meet you and you got a dream, you sell dogs, whatever, I'm going to motivate you. Niggas know people speak for me. I don't even got to know you. Y'all don't know how many people I don't really know like that call my phone. Because see, when I put myself up here on the public eye and I had these conversations about history at times or knowledge or the dog conversations, I made myself accessible to the public because I ain't big-headed. If you know me as nigga, anybody can call my line. Through all of this shit, a lot of niggas be big-headed. Anybody can bring my line. And 9 out of 10, if I don't know who it is, I'm going to answer right away. I might answer, or I might just text like, what's up? If people like, y'all want to talk, you got seen your convo, we talk. Ain't no big-head shit on my side. I don't know. That conversation I can have with a person can say they life. I had a conversation with a person who was about to kill themselves, and I didn't even know it. And at the end of the conversation, he was like, yo, bro, I'm about to shoot myself. But he said, talking to you, I put the gun up, my nigga. Knowledge is power. It ain't the fame. And I tell people all the time, if it was just about getting rich and getting money, I would have quit a long time ago. Show me another artist. I know a few, but not a lot, that's been in this shit 17 years plus and ain't gay the fuck up. I got every reason to quit. I got every reason to be disappointed. I had 3 crews, all of them turned their backs on me. So what? And that's what I tell you, so what? That's why when people say sometimes I fall out with people and I say, you know, you kind of misjudge me, but the reason why I built my company, like the reason why I make beats, mix records, is so that I don't have to depend on other people. He said, know you're a 7 if you're a 7, facts. But and that's just saying where you are right now. You gotta in anything. If we play basketball, my first job as the coach is to figure out what you good at and where you at right now. And then from there, I know once I find out your weaknesses, I know what to have you practicing the most. And then I find out your strengths. And I'm gonna keep you wherever you strong at. We gonna max out. Now if it's music, if you weak in 7 areas but strong in 3, we gonna make your project super strong in those 3 right now because we ain't gotta do a lot. Or we gonna play. I'm gonna put you in a situation where I feel like you can't lose because I'm gonna try to make sure that you in a situation where you comfortable so that the public can see you in that manner, right? And I think the other day, that's why I say I see the blessings. The other day, Kingpin, shout out to my homeboy Kingpin. Kingpin was on his show, his radio review, and they played a song with bars. I ain't gonna say the other name. They played a song with bars. You know, me and Bars got my way. They played a song with bars. And when the song went off, Kingpin, he really wasn't feeling the record. Like, it was just more so they had no direction. So him and the dude going back and forth, and King, he was like, so I guess he was telling him like, play me something hot. So he played him me and bar shit the my way, and then he stopped the music. And I stand on like when he said this shit, it resonated so deep because that's my goal. Kingfish said, all I'm saying, most of y'all get in the studio, y'all had no direction, none. Y'all just get in the studio, let's make a song. He said, but when you get in the studio with Willie, he trying to make hit records. It's a direction for these records, right? It ain't like I would tell people that come sit down with me, if you come sit down with me, you're gonna get a different experience. That's why artists get certain records from me because it's them and it's me. It's the combination. It's energy. But I have direction. If the artist in there rapping about something, ask him. Lately they be in there rapping about something and he say something about a chopper going off. I'm gonna go find that sound that make the chopper go off. It's the little things, the detail. I'm a rapper first. So that's what make me a very unique individual in the studio and why I can get things out of artists that the average producer can't. Because the average producer, he only motivated off money. Yeah, I charge, but I ain't charge. Like I charge, but I ain't taxing. I know niggas ain't got it. But at the same time, I'm also there listening, trying to make sure the record can be the best it is. Making sure that I can help them get to the next level because when they leave my studio with those songs, it represents me too. Right? So I'm not going to shortchange you at all. But that's just my. Well, they definitely know because they look at me like, damn, bro, I respect that because I tell them in any other studio, when you go to the studio, you pay them your money and you go record, and when you done, they're gonna say you done, and they're gonna send you home, and they're gonna leave it how it is. They don't care about trying to make it line it up, format. They don't care about none of that shit. But I don't blame other people for that because that's something that I do. So that's what's like, my bro in Jersey was like, bro, you gotta blame yourself because you keep opening your doors. And I was like, you right, G. But then at the same time, like how my pops would say, if you genuinely love before my father died, he said this. He said, let me ask you a question. He said, if you genuinely love what you're doing and you like helping others, then let no man separate you from what you're doing and understand what come with it. It's going to be a lot of people that's trying to use and get over, but they're going to cut themselves out before it get too far. And so that's when I made the choice. That's why, years ago, everybody was telling me I wasn't fucking with people. In the last couple of years, I've been out more mingling because I had promised myself, I'm not going to let these sour ass people or these low self-esteem, no dreaming ass people kill my love to help others. Cause what about the youth or the young niggas or the guys out there that really need the help, who really serious, who really trying to do something? You feel me? And that's always been my motivation. And so that's why I say you got to leave. We got to leave. You know what I'm saying? You got to leave people alone. And it's not out of disrespect. You just got to pay attention. My advice to y'all in the public is just pay attention. So when you out about, know your friends, know their intent, and start listening to them. Like when and this is what I'm going to tell you, especially when you're dealing with businesses. I don't care if you rap or not, business. When we all got a lot of friends, right? So the biggest misconception I tell every artist is, yo, get the idea out your head that because you're popular or because people know you that they're going to support you. It don't work like that. Because sometimes people, they fuck with you heavy. They love you to death, but they don't like what you're selling. They don't like the music or they don't like the clothes or whatever. Or sometimes, 85% of the time, they do like the music. They do like the clothes, but they feel like they know you, so you're supposed to give it to them for free. That's the side of business. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I also understand as a businessman, I just tell you what I know or try to give you advice. When you go opposite of the advice I give you, I don't get mad at people because that's what make you an individual. That you're gonna do what you feel and a lot of times people just asking me how do I feel. They're not really, you know what I'm saying? Like when people come for advice, they really just asking me, well, what do you think? So I tell them what I think, how I think about it, and my ideas, and then it's still up to the individual to make their choices or to be able to do what they do. So I never get upset about that. You know what I'm saying? That's just life. Just like me as a businessman, when I was younger, if I got something to do, if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. But my biggest point is you just gotta understand if you're a dreamer or you're a business person, entrepreneur, and you live an unaccustomed lifestyle that ain't technically getting up every day. The average person not gonna understand that it's harder to be you because you gotta make your money. You don't got security. You can't just wake up and go to work and sit there. Some days you have into it, some days that ain't independent business. Every day you're accountable for yourself. Every day. And then you also got to be willing to be accountable. So even right now, like I be telling people, I got way too many dogs right now, but people bring them back to me, or people there go through something and be like, yo, da da da. So I take them back, and I tell people I ain't going. Come on, Mufasa, leave that stuff alone. People going naturally. I gotta tie Mufasa ass up to this tree, y'all. Come here, Mufasa. I gotta tie this fool up to this tree. Hold on, y'all. Tie your little ends to this tree. Yeah, I took a walk this morning when I was talking to y'all too. I'll be back, Mufasa. But just understanding what the real is and never being too ashamed to be who you is, that's the key. That's the only thing I express. I did it my way. When we got dreams and we got ambitions, people not gonna be on the same page with us. So we gotta always remember that. So just always think that's what I say. I talk to the public and I always tell y'all how I truly feel because I think the biggest gift is somebody like me being able to be transparent with y'all and give you the journey. Because the rest of these guys can't really tell you what it's like to be self-made because they all had help. Let me get 3 packs of honey. So yeah, listen. Other side. So I think it's crazy. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Let me get out this store. And even like diet, as y'all see, like I done changed my diet and everything the last year and a half. That's why I slimmed back down so much. Here we go. Thank you, bro. So yeah, so we out of here now. So I had to come to the store. I figured I'd walk to the store, be on my move. But yeah, let me grab Mufasa and we back to it. Come on, we out, bro. Come on, brother. Say hey. Say hey, Mufasa. Say hey. Hey, yo, can y'all hear me? Because it said something about my audio went down just now. Hey, let me know y'all can hear me before I keep going. Because I know it's just, they be fucking with me. So just let me know. If y'all can hear me, let me know y'all can hear me. Because if not, I'm going to have to get off the live because it sent me something about some audio. Let me know, let me know. If y'all can hear me, let me know y'all can hear me. Come on. But yeah, I guess it's still working. I don't know if y'all can hear my, hold on. Let's see. But I'm assuming y'all can hear me because it ain't cut off. Because I'm pretty sure if y'all couldn't hear me, y'all would have got off the feed. So, but yeah, basically, and my only thing in my whole conversation this morning was not in negativity or rooted out of being negative or even rooted out of frustration. Just wanting to really have that clear convo. Come on. Oh yeah. All these damn cars. Come on, Mufasa. But yeah, my only point of these combos is really to be clear because I think it's fucked up. The fact that this place never had too many people make it, it puts a dark cloud over this place. It's like the mindset here is kind of like I say it like I'm my homeboy Tap say. Tap say when guys from like Carolina, if they do make it and get on, the labels tell us like y'all guys are overly talented because we've had to do so much. We couldn't just be talented or nice. We had to be extremely nice just to be heard. So when the labels meet people like me, other guys, they be so amazed at how we could still be, you know what I'm saying, afloat. Or, you know what I'm saying, how we overly compensated where they like, yo, years ago you was ready. But I think that we got to realize too is that something I had to learn about the psyche of man, not just black people. When you turn them deals down and you say you about to do this yourself and really learn the business, yo, I always say this to y'all. I hope you know that your people's gonna laugh at you. I hope you know that the people around you gonna look down on you. So even though when we watch and you see niggas watching certain shit, and I used to always sit back watching Nipsey, like I knew when Nipsey was doing what he was doing, them niggas in LA didn't believe Nipsey could do it. I watched it, and then when he got bigger, people started fucking with him. But then when he died, everybody realized like, oh shit, people was fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Because what he was doing was opposite of the norm. So that's why I think a lot of times, and it's a lot of things too that business and marketing that comes to the importance of how you go about being successful. So I tell everybody, you want to be successful, only thing you got to master is marketing and branding, right? And hear me, marketing and branding. But marketing and branding only works if your product is right. So I explain to everybody who talk to me, the number one rule in business is, do you have product? Meaning, if you're a rapper, do you got songs, albums done? Right? And then if you do you got any good songs? Product first. So it's a lot of people got product, but it might be trash product, a bullshit product, or okay product, but they got product. So the first thing you need is product. So if you make clothes, that's product. Whatever you do, if you got a good product and it's worthy, because you can have a product 10 times better than the best selling product, but they sell so much because they market and the advertisement is amazing. So this marketing, when you marketing, whether if it's clothes or music or whatever, when you first get your music online, it's like, you ever been to the beach before, at like the beachfront, and you see how like the beach go for miles on the edge, like at the state, and like on and the North Carolina beach in South Carolina, you see how like if you go stand out by the water, you see that the land that is miles and miles and miles of shoreline, right? And on the shoreline, you see trillions of pieces of sand, right? Well, when you finally get you a song online, you one piece of sand. And you got to ask yourself, it's people walking on the beach all day. There's trillions of pieces of sand particles. So how are you going to get them to go and pick you up out like, yeah, I like this. That's how rare, that's what this shit really about. And that's what marketing is. And that's just having a product. But then there's so many levels. And then if you got a music video, it's the same thing. If you got an album dropping, it's the same thing. So you gotta be able to get the people who looking for your particular grain of sand to be successful. You know what I'm saying? And that's the key. So that's why I would say, in conclusion, because I ain't gonna step here all morning, why I'm saying that you have to cut off as an independent artist, independent thinker, independent business owner, clothes maker, you have to cut off all of your friends who are not, and that's gonna be majority. That's gonna be majority. See, y'all young, that's say for the youth, what your friends think. When you get smart enough and strong enough to do what you're supposed to do for yourself, then you're gonna clear it out the way. That don't mean you gotta hate your friends. That don't mean you can't have a conversation with your friends. It just means that you ain't gonna spend that time. That's what that means. It just means that you ain't gonna give them that same energy and dedication that you gave them at one time. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna hold y'all all morning. Get back to y'all. For everybody who be tapping in with me, you know, for everybody that know, you can send me stars because my account is on. So if you like my combos and you like the stuff I talk about or any of my stuff, you can send me stars from now on. And we just gonna continue to build. BH.